I'm live, everybody. Today is Monday, 8:35 p.m. Some of you have been on my channel for a long time. In my old job, my old shifts, I'll be at work right now at night. But new shift I have, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 6 a.m., 6 p.m. I'm off Monday through Thursday. Weekend news, guys. Still haven't thought of bringing that back yet. That's going to be a different time. But before all this is said and done, please like, subscribe, share my video or my upload, my live stream. Everybody, I'm actually in different countries I never thought I'd be in. All thanks to you. Now, that's being said, I got blue shorts on this time. I got red and blue shorts. So, I'm not wearing blues today, so the hell, we're blue. Because I usually wear red shorts when I make a video. I found the same one blue, at Walmart. I'll pick these up. So I have red and blue, so I kind of swap them out. Anyway, though, and they feel just as loose as the red ones do. But anyway, though, I'm off topic about clothing. Anyway, whatever. Same old great shirt. Anyway, though, today's video or up live stream, and I'll have a little discussion with you guys about this. Is that Battlefield 6 Beta is out. I will not be playing it. Here's why. My thoughts, fears. I played Battlefield. I didn't play Battlefield 3 Beta or 4. I didn't play Battlefield 1 Beta, even though I bought the game, didn't play it. But I played Battlefield 2042 Beta. And that was a cluster F of a mess. But I still bought the game because A, I'm an idiot, I had too much money. B, I like the franchise. I love the franchise Battlefield. It's something cool to little game on. You don't need 4 kills to call down an Harrier or whatever, strike or whatever you call it. You just find a chopper, you can get one. And in my case, in Battlefield 3, I fly into a mountain. But the game was fun. But also, the game has a lot of people who like to camp and hide. Battlefield games are becoming open world Call of Duty. And that's my biggest fear. I'm going to start with fears and thoughts first. Battlefield is becoming no more than a camping haven, where people just want kill death ratios. They're going to hide. I'm holding objective. One person sniping you halfway across the map on the other side of the map, and the objective is nowhere near them. That's a bullshit excuse. Just say you're here, to kill death ratio. I'll respect you, and I'll just, I won't go over in your area. You're hiding it because I just don't have time for people like that. I like confronting firefights, vehicles, air. I like hand grenades. I don't like being shot by some geek on a mountain because their social social skills are shit, and the self-esteem is just dog water, and they live in their mommy's basement. That's my gripe on sniping. In any game, I think sniping is the lowest form of gaming. If you're a sniper, you pretty much life sucks for you because you there's no way you can be a successful person and be sniping on a mountain nowhere near an objective. I can understand if you're sniping holding A. Okay, cool. That makes sense. But eventually, the planes come in and bomb your ass out of A. It's called a battlefield because no fluctuates. But that's something with Battlefield 6. I think they have literally stopped over 10 or 20,000 cheaters. The new engine anti-cheat is going to get cracked eventually. Once it does, there's just an air game out there. But if they're smart, if Battlefield's smart and companies are smart, they'll start hiring these hackers to work for them and pay them more good money. Why do you think we get all the anti-bug software from? So my biggest concern is not just the game itself. It's a game, it's a game inside the game. It's actually the algorithm inside it. They're building this thing as being the most anti-cheat game ever. And I'm like, I would not boast that. The cheating community is going to be out there, proving you wrong. That there's a ruin everybody's experience, and they will ruin experiences, and they don't care. These people have no lives. Their only life is to ruin people's experiences. I don't know. Maybe maybe the girl they like, kick them in the balls, or maybe their last kickball, they got dumped at prom. I don't know. Don't care. But the people are out there. And this is my gripe, portion of this video here. So bear with me. My rant. Battlefield has become a open world Call of Duty with tanks, planes, and bombs. And what I mean by that is, yes, you don't have Nicki Minaj running around, with Ninja Turtles and behind her. No, but you have the characteristics of Call of Duty in Battlefield games, and that scares me. We're not Call of Duty. No spin troll, no scoping, no hiding in 50 cals in a corner somewhere. If I was the developers, I would get rid of sniping altogether. No snipers at all. Not one rifle at all. Ground-based combat. Ground and pound. All the vehicles you want. And you counteract that with more vehicles. Maybe artillery, mobile artillery vehicles. Yeah, you can be on the hill launching artillery vehicles. That's still, a lot easier than doing a 50 cal. But see, guys, and this is my griping part about Battlefield games. They're trying not to be Call of Duty, but to be Call of Duty, and that's something that really bothers me. And yes, I've read the stories. Because, oh my God, the Battlefield's back. Game's great. So boots on the ground. Battlefield, blah, 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 Battlefield. You guys do know this is a beta. This is not 100% the game. Now, granted, I saw Angry Joe play it. Angry Joe show. I saw some friends play it. I saw people I know on Twitch. And TikTok play it. And the game looks beautiful. But I'm seeing those little light bulbs out there, called reflection on their scopes. And I did see one fun part though. I was watching one guy play it on YouTube. Yeah, now he got killed by a couple of snipers. He was pissed, obviously. So he got a chopper and got in the gunner view and just mowed them all down. And of course, and then it said. I think he showed him laughing, so you saw him laughing because I think half of them quit when he just mowed him down. And I think that's kind of the attitude you're gonna have to have. In Battlefield. Battlefield's gonna have campers like everyone else. I'm holding down position. No, you're hiding. No, you're 20 miles away from A. You're not holding anything. You're not holding anything. You're 20 miles away from me. Just tell me you're doing it for your self-esteem boost. You live in your mom's basement. You have no life. You work part-time at McDonald's. Just say it, because that's all what it is to me. Now you're just radiating no life, loser, no self-esteem. Yeah, I may not be great at the game, but I will get some good kills running out there running around. Granted, it's a squad-based game, so I'm always laying down ammo, laying down. Health pack. I'm doing the support. I'm always reviving people and throwing down some ammo, because that's how I do things. That's how I do it. As support, I love support because I rack up some serious points just doing that. And driving vehicles is pretty good too. Like a 2042 vehicle is a little better than 3. 4 okay. But my biggest fear, the thoughts are on Battlefield 6. Is, and now I'm getting out of the rant, I'm going into my thoughts. My fear is that, and this is part of my fear and thoughts, my fear is that this beta is just that, a beta. We haven't got the whole BF6 yet sandwich. We haven't got the sandwich. Is it going to be a shit sandwich like 2042, or is it going to be actual substance meat sandwich? Yeah, a little dry in certain spots, some issues, maybe some glitching, some issues, some lagging because maybe the game, everybody jumping on at one time because EA has to put it on a lot more servers. There were 500,000, almost a million players, half a million players on this game. And servers are really winging down. People are in lobbies, like 200,000 lobby waiting. One guy was number 4. He finally got on and played, and then the game didn't crash once. But other people had issues with games crashing. They get in the game, it crashes, boom, they're back waiting in the lobby again. It's like kind of thing, And I have fear like that. When you play 2042 like I did, I have almost 1,100 hours in 2042. Call me no lifer if you want to, but half of that time was waiting for the damn game to actually work. I was literally wasting time in lobby waiting the game to work. Listen to Christmas music because Christmas music was being blasted. November 1st, and Battlefield was like, hey, Christmas music. So I was listening to Rudolph Red-Nosed Reindeer, the acapella version, with musical instruments for about an hour, trying to play 2042. Now, granted, and I'm all for having my, have my custom machine that looks like, like a gigantic, Christmas tree, mowing people down. Hey, Santa Claus got to earn a living somewhere else too, right? Santa Claus got to blow off steam somewhere. So, I like the 2042. I love 2042. It's a great game. But sorry, I have a lot of science issues. So sorry. But what I don't like is that this game seems too perfect, and that really scares me a lot more than it should. A lot more than it should. Because what happens? This game comes out on October 10th. My mother's birthday passed away, and the game was just a dumpster fire when it launches. All that beta happiness goes down the toilet. You granted, 2042 was a cluster mess, and I'm the first one to believe. I'm the first one to say it was. It was terrible. It was hard to play. Couldn't play at all. People you need an exorcist, or restart the game. People are flopping around, flying around when you shoot them. But in the same point too, though, look at Call of Duty's doing with Nicki Minaj and Beavis Butthead and Turtles now, and it's becoming this overactive, useless stupidity of a once thriving game. Now it's just a meme joke. Play Call of Duty and put your clown makeup because you're an ass clown if you play Call of Duty. It's pretty much what people are saying. So my beta. So I never play the beta. I won't play the beta of Battlefield. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to buy Battlefield 6. I'll get the Phantom, or and I'll get the Battle Pass edition. I always do. Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 2042. I always buy Battle Pass editions because I like to have everything. I like to have the XP because I lay down a lot of ammo and a lot of stuff. When we buy people, I get a lot of points. Now I don't get a lot of kills. I may get 10 or 15 kills and about 20 or 30 deaths. My points are high because I'm laying down tons and tons of ammo and reviving people. I don't care the bots. I don't care the live players. I do my thing once I can. And what I'm seeing from this game, I'm hearing from Angry Joe and people who played the beta, you cannot be Rambo, I'm your worst nightmare, and run out there and do your work. No, because you get murdered. It's a squad-based game. It should Angry Joe thinks it should be 5 squad people. It should be 5. I think it should be 5 too. You can have an expert person, like you have your assault, your engineer, your scout, and your support person, and maybe more of your elitist, or whatever you call it, like your expert, be your 5th person. That could be some veteran spot or whatever. I don't know. For somebody who's multi-adaptive. And this person can use the sniper rifle, can use the repairing tool, could lay down um, ammo or health packs. But that fifth one cannot be, you can't have two of them in a squad. You can only have one. You're more like your, like I said, your survivalist kind of thing, or what you want to call it. Not support, something like that, Have five. Not two of the same thing. Maybe a third one, like a multitasker, or like I said, like a multitasker, or somebody who has all the traits of all four, um, of them, and they're rolled into one person. But you can't have the same one. You can't have two of the same, and loadout. So, the assault can be the leader. The scout can be number two. Sport number three, and then that one person number four, and number five will be whoever. That way, you have a medic, you have your support, and you have a medic. You have support person, could have either support and medic and whoever else. Like I said, assault, scout, support, medic, and the fifth person, whatever they want to call it, an individual. And I think that'd be kind of cool to have that fifth one, because then it forces. Sorry, guys. It forces you to really adapt on your team, to rely on your team. But I've been watching a lot of Battlefield 6, and it looks really beautiful. The game is pretty good, really crisp and clean. Not the glitches I've seen, too many glitches at all. I've heard about some, but I've never seen any of them. But I won't play the beta because I don't I don't get my hopes up. Get my hopes up, and the game is a total dumpster fire when it releases. Because the game goes down toilet. Because the updates they do to it just totally destroy it. Like 2042, the game, we use the game, we use the game, that developer, whatever kit, we use the one that came out 4 months ago or whatever it was, that build, the developing build of the game, 2042. No, that was the actual game we played. Come to find out, a year and a half later, after the launch of 2042 Dumpster Fire Edition, the build we played was the alpha build. It was the build they were going to launch it with. It was not, oh my God, 4 months old. That game, how the game was built, it was terrible. This one looks a lot better when I haven't seen it. Like, I haven't played it because I don't get my hopes up. So I'm letting you guys test it for me. And I'm watching, looking, plotting. No, would I download the beta final test? I don't know. I will not do it right now, but we have September. Say, hey, have one last weekend to play this game. A month before, I may, okay, I'll download it and see what happens. But right now, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let everybody else test it and game break it. So if it does have problems and it shows on launch or close to launch, let's say, September, they do, one final weekend or whatever, they, may not, they may not really understand. They may not really understand why. If the game was broken, and 2042 was broken since the game was even being created. But I think they rushed the game to get it out, not really caring about if it was broken or not, just get them, get the money. Battlefield 6, they're finally actually paying attention to people, and I applaud EA for doing their job. Like I said, I haven't played the beta. I won't play the beta. Now, if it comes out, let's say it's September, hey, we're doing one last beta push, I'll probably download it. But they're saying I don't think they're going to do any in September. So I won't know until I buy the game. pre-order it, pre-install it on my rig, a 3070, and see what happens. But I guarantee you, if I have a glitch on this game, an issue, a crash, I'm refunding the game immediately. I'm not even gonna I'm gonna refund it. I said, no, I don't want this, because I've been through 1,100 hours, 2042, half of that waiting for a game to work, and the matches were just dog water and it was constant chaos. When it was good, 2042 was fun. When it was bad, it was a drizzling shit. And it's terrible to say about a game franchise that I love a lot. Call of Duty, it went the way of, what the hell we're going, and just went off the rails. So when Call of Duty did that, Battlefield, you know what? All they gotta do is make Battlefield 6 50% better in 2042, and they won. Probably not game of the year, but win something like with Labor of Love, or best multiplayer or whatever. Because as of right now, 2042 is a fun game. Haven't played it in a while because I played it for so long. When a game worked, and that they got it fixed, I played the hell out of it. But I will play the hell out of Battlefield 6 when it launches. But like I said, though, if I get any glitches at all, just refund the game and walk away. Because all it takes is one glitch, you're waiting 300 hours for the game to work. Now maybe it won't. Maybe the game will load up. Yeah, you have a couple glitches, like maybe I'm not saying a lag or just a game crash system. I mean an actual gaming crash, a glitch that causes the game not to work for hours on end. If you get one glitch, get booted off because whatever, that's one thing. But when you're sitting there and you're playing the game and it just locks up and turned off your computer because it crashes your computer, I heard a story about that. 2042 doing that to people. Then you got a problem. So guys, this is my video. Comment down below, have you played the beta of Battlefield 6? If you have, comment down below you like it. Have you played, or will you play the beta? Comment down below. Because I believe in a lot. And I believe that it needs to be addressed. And have you played Battlefield Beta? That's 1 or 2. You choose 1 or 2 of them. You choose whatever you want to choose. You choose it. And have you played it? If you're not going to play it, if you say no, then you're like in my camp right there. You haven't played it. It doesn't mean that you don't like the game if you don't play the beta. Point very clear. It's that maybe you don't want to get burned on another beta, like I did too as well. So opting out of the beta playing doesn't mean, and most betas are just stress testing the online servers, and that's a good thing to do. But find out he already played it. So hopefully October 10th rolls around, I download the game. And some glitches. I don't mind some glitches. I get glitches and bad. I get glitches to Helldivers. Now I get glitches in games and Helldivers for crying out loud. So, yeah, guys, that's my video. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.